first problem was that the 7:40 appointment had not existed when I printed the schedule. The second problem was that the man standing outside my reception glass, holding the confirmation, was someone I had blocked on a dating app 3 days earlier. I worked front desk at a small imaging clinic in a medical office building. Mostly x-rays, ultrasounds, insurance cards, and people asking if we validated parking even though we didn't. After 6, the building changed. During the day, it was harmless. Phones ringing, elevator doors opening, nurses walking fast with coffee. But at night, it felt like the building was only pretending to be open. The lights stayed on. The vending machine hummed. Somewhere near the elevators, the cleaning crew always left a mop bucket. That Thursday, I was closing alone. Technically, I wasn't supposed to be. A tech named Leah usually stayed until 8, but her son had a fever, and our last appointment had canceled. She asked if I'd be okay for the last half hour. I said yes because I didn't want to make it a thing. There was a security guard downstairs named Roy, but he was distracted enough that you hoped you never needed him. At 6:03, I printed the final schedule. The 7:40 slot was empty. I remember because I drew a line through it and wrote, "Canceled," with quite some emphasis on the word. The dating app thing had started earlier that week. His name on there was Mason. I don't know if that was real. Probably not. He looked normal in the way people can look normal when you only see 3 pictures. One with a dog, one blurry lake photo, one in tan work boots. The first day, he messaged too much, but not enough for me to block him. By the second day, his questions got specific. Not, "Where do you work?" More like, "Do you deal with patients? Do you close alone? Do you feel safe walking to your car?" I said I worked in medical admin. I said my schedule changed a lot. I used the name Nora on the app, which is not my real name. Monday morning, he sent one message that made me stop with my thumb over the screen. "You're hard to find, Nora." There was nothing openly threatening in it, which somehow made it worse. It felt like he was proud of saying something that could still be explained away. So I blocked him. Then I did what a lot of people do when something scares them but nothing has technically happened yet. I tried to make myself feel stupid for being scared. By Thursday night, I had mostly pushed it out of my head. At 7:35, I was behind the glass counting the drawer for the second time. I had forgotten my water bottle in my car and was deciding whether I wanted to run out for it before locking up. That's the kind of detail I remember clearly. I was thirsty and irritated. At 7:42, the front doors opened. A man walked into the waiting room wearing a dark jacket, a baseball cap, and a disposable blue mask. He stopped at the glass. He didn't wave. He didn't look around like a lost patient. He just stood there and looked at me. Then he slid a folded paper through the slot where people handed insurance cards. It was an appointment confirmation. Our clinic logo. Today's date, 7:40 p.m. Patient name, Derek Nolan. I looked at the schedule on my screen. Derek Nolan was there, added at 5:18 p.m. That was when I started doubting myself. A creepy guy from an app is one thing. A real appointment in your system is different. I looked back at him. The mask covered most of his face, but the boots were the same. Tan work boots, dark stain on the left toe. Exactly like Mason's profile picture. I asked for his ID. He slid it through. The name said Derek Nolan. The picture looked similar enough, but not enough to calm me down. His mask was pulled high, almost under his eyes. I told him I needed to check with the tech. Then I remembered Leah was gone. I should have told him to reschedule. I should have called Roy. Instead, I made the mistake that still makes me angry at myself. He pointed toward the bathroom hallway and put one hand on his stomach. Not dramatic, just embarrassed enough that I felt rude saying no. So I buzzed him in. The door clicked. He walked past the desk without looking at me and went down the hall. I watched the bathroom door close behind him. Then I texted Jenna, another girl from the front desk. "Did you add a Derek Nolan tonight?" Before she answered, the office phone rang. The caller ID showed our own clinic number. That happened sometimes when calls bounced from another suite, so I picked it up. There was no voice at first, just a faint brushing sound, like the phone was against fabric. Then a man whispered, "You answer faster here." I hung up. The bathroom door opened. The man came out and walked back toward the waiting room. I stayed behind the glass and told him the tech had already left, so we would have to reschedule. My voice was polite, too polite. He nodded once, took the paper, and left. For maybe half a minute, I felt embarrassed. I thought maybe I had just made a normal patient uncomfortable because I was paranoid about someone online. Then Jenna texted back, "No, it says you added him." I opened the appointment audit. My username, 5:18 p.m., Derek Nolan. At 5:18, I had been in the break room eating crackers over a napkin. My computer should have been locked. I went back to the front desk and noticed my bottom drawer was open. Not wide open, just enough. Inside was my emergency contact form, the one we filled out when we got hired. It had been moved to the top. My mother's name and phone number were highlighted in yellow. That was when it stopped being about whether I was overreacting. I called Roy, no answer. I called again, nothing. I went to the back room where we kept the security monitor. It was old, grainy, and usually a few seconds behind. I rewound to 7:42. The man came in exactly how I remembered. Front door, waiting room, paper through the slot. Then I rewound further. At 5:09, someone walked into the empty pediatric office across the hall. That office had been vacant for months, but the sign was still up because the building owner never fixed anything quickly. The person had a key. At 5:17, someone came out, not the masked man. Mason. No cap, no mask. Same face from the app. Same uneven smile. He walked into our clinic like he belonged there, went behind my desk, sat in my chair, and used my computer for less than a minute. Watching it felt worse than seeing him in person, because I wasn't watching danger approach. I was watching proof that it had already been beside me while I was 10 steps away, eating crackers and scrolling my phone. I called 911.
What's the emergency?
While I was talking to the dispatcher, the motion light clicked on in the back hallway. It made a small plastic tick before it lit up. I had heard that sound 100 times before and never cared. The dispatcher asked if I could leave safely. I said yes. Then I realized I didn't have my keys. They were under the front desk. I almost left without them, but my car key and apartment key were on the ring. So I went back, staying low, like that would matter. My keys weren't where I usually left them. I searched the counter, the drawer, the floor. Then my phone buzzed. Unknown number. It was a photo of me crouched behind the desk, looking for my keys. The angle was from above. From the black dome camera in the corner of the ceiling, another text came in. Don't use the back door. I looked toward the hallway. The light was still on. Then the handle to the records room door moved. Not violently, just once. Down, then up. Like someone checking whether it was locked. The dispatcher was still talking, but I don't remember what she said. I grabbed my keys from behind the trash can, tangled in an old badge reel, and ran into the records room. I locked the door with a cheap push-button lock and sat on the floor with my back against a filing cabinet. The room smelled like toner and old paper. I kept thinking about how stupid it was that the thing between me and him was a lock you could probably open with a paperclip. The office phone rang again. I could hear it from the hallway. 1 ring, 2, 3, then it stopped. My phone buzzed. "You locked your screen this time." I didn't answer. The police got there 7 minutes after my call. They searched the clinic, the bathrooms, the empty pediatric office, the stairwell, the dumpster area, and the parking lot. They found the baseball cap behind the vending machine. They found the blue mask in the trash. They found Roy downstairs, confused and apologizing, saying he must have missed the guy because someone had asked him for directions. They did not find Mason. At first, everyone assumed he had found me through the dating app. I believed that too. Maybe I had slipped up. Maybe there was something in one of my photos I hadn't noticed. Then the detective asked how long the pediatric office had been empty. I told him a few months. He showed me a still image from inside that suite. Mason was standing near the window facing our reception desk. Behind him was an old whiteboard the pediatric staff had never erased. It had a shared closing schedule from when our clinics were doing renovations. My real name was on it. My Thursday closing shift was on it. My manager's name was on it. And in the bottom corner, written in newer marker, was one word: Nora. That changed everything. He hadn't found my job because I matched with him. He found me at work first. The dating app was how he tested me, how he learned what name I used, how he learned which questions made me nervous. When he said, "You're hard to find, Nora," he wasn't guessing. He was letting me know he already knew I was lying. I quit 2 weeks later. The clinic changed the locks. They added cameras. They made 2 people close together. Everyone was kind, but kindness does not make a place safe again. Mason was never arrested. The ID belonged to a real former patient named Derek Nolan, who had no idea his information was used. The phone numbers were prepaid. The dating profile disappeared. No one ever explained how Mason got the key to the empty office. 4 months later, I got a piece of mail forwarded from my old job. No return address. Inside was one of our blank appointment reminder cards, the kind we kept in the drawer behind my desk. On the front, someone had written my real name. Under it was my mother's phone number. And on the back, in small, neat letters, was one sentence: "You were safer when I only knew where you worked."